everybody.
Hi.
I feel like we're like really far away, which I like.
Oh, good.
Before we were like right down.
You got my memo today, or I got your memo.
Oh,
we're both
for
very
sure.
vertical. I just noticed it
my
on the
gosh.
thing here.
We did it on purpose.
Yep. So, hello all. Here we are. Welcome to our fabulous Wednesday
Yep.
time together.
Yes, it's a little overcast today, which is
That is the worst picture ever. And they still come. Isn't that nice?
That is.
Thanks for coming,
Oh
you
my gosh,
guys,
that was
to join
bad.
us today. That is horrible. We're going to have to fix that.
Hi, Alexia.
Hi, Lindsay.
Lindsay
Hi,
Lee.
Alexia.
Yeah. So first of all, I want to thank everybody that subscribed to our channel.
Yeah,
that
me
is
too.
so amazing. I think we have 505.
Really?
Yeah, last time I checked. And sometimes you lose some, and then
But it really is for all of you that we're doing this.
Exactly.
Because it's so fun
Aloha.
to share the information that we're getting. Aloha,
and tell
Roxanne.
Bella hi too.
Aw.
She said my sister Bella said hi also.
Hi, Bella.
And Marcelia.
Hi.
I can't see today.
Me neither.
Marcelia?
Marcella?
Marcella?
That's a cool name. It's the
Yeah.
first time I ever heard that
Hello.
name.
Yeah. If we're saying it incorrectly,
Forgive us.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. So what's going on?
Okay, what is going on is we still have our specials for a little bit longer.
Until June, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah,
Letter
I guess
questions
so.
are
The
still
letter
June.
questions. And we also have a sale price for the Raphael Archangel.
Right. Until June, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think everything's till June.
Yeah.
Because then it's going to be. Then we're going to have another special because
Yes,
it's your
we
birthday
are. We're gonna.
month.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, cool. We're excited too.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
actually very excited. You know, for a long time I've wondered about Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm really curious to see what you have to say about her.
Yeah. Well, do we want to start now or do we want to keep saying what
Another thing that we wanted to mention too, if you haven't already, we'd love for you to subscribe.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Right.
but we did want to thank everyone that has
Hi,
subscribed.
Pat.
Is my phone still working? Yeah. That's weird though. Look, it looks like it's not.
Ooh, it does.
Yeah, maybe they can still hear us.
Ooh, now it's going and it's your phone this time.
Yeah, now it's my
Oh
phone.
my gosh.
But it's still going. See?
I know.
So maybe they can hear us. Remember this happened last time?
Yeah.
Do you think it's this neighborhood, Vera?
I think it is because this neighborhood has no satellite.
I see.
So at home it's fine because I have my little, what do they call
The
it?
tower.
A tower.
Okay.
Yeah, and here, because I'm still,
Dog City.
yeah, my little precious bow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
so,
Well, they can hear us, so it's like
Oh, good.
It's like a podcast.
yeah,
At least this picture's better than the first one.
exactly. Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
look, Pat was saying it's Mercury retrograde. She's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, it's still.
It is, but
Mhm.
it doesn't always mean that things don't work, but because we know that Mercury retrograde sometimes puts us like backwards or communications are off, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But really, it's a time for us to sit back and reflect during this time and not necessarily make any major decisions or whatever. But, with this thing with the computer, it doesn't have to be Mercury retrograde with me around.
That's true, you guys.
Seriously.
And I wanted to mention real quick, one of the things that you did
That's
tell
right,
me.
Lindsay. She
What is
said
it?
Mercury retrograde brings second chances.
Yeah.
And there's so many Fortune 500 companies that were started during a retrograde. So it's getting a little bit of a bad rap. But that's because we put all that energy like, oh no, it's Mercury retrograde. Everything's going to go wrong. And of course,
Yeah.
thoughts are things.
Well, you know what's really interesting though, Vera? I wanted to tell you that
Good, Alex.
that you pointed out to me about Mercury retrograde. I'm sorry, what are you doing?
No, she just said that she's feeling weirdly calm.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, is with Mercury retrograde, ever since we talked about it, now I always think of it as a time of introspection where
Yeah.
I reflect on what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking, and it's become a good thing for me. Like
Yeah.
putting that positive
Yeah.
twist on it.
But
which I
there
really
is
like.
energy from that planet, right? So, and it is energy to slow down.
Yeah.
And, things might not go just as you planned, so let's just, just kind of work through it.
Yeah.
So it's really not a bad thing, but it just brings, a lot of hurry up and wait kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Hurry up and wait.
Oh, look at Lindsay. She was born during a Mercury retrograde. Yeah, see, so you should really feel in tune with that time frame. Because usually during the time that you're born, it's like either spring or whatever. It's usually your favorite time of the year kind of thing. But not always. That's a generalization.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe you have
because
the
I
most
love
energy.
October, and I was born in April. So
I was born in June, but I love autumn. But
I
maybe,
love autumn.
but maybe it has like something to do with our energy level too. Maybe you have more energy in April. Do you feel that way?
This April? No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, see, Roxanne was saying that we have more energy. I was born in February, and I love that time of year. Wow, that's interesting.
Well, actually, I like all the changes, but really autumn I love.
Yeah.
So we were kind of... Hi, Lori. She's there, too.
Oh, hi, Lori.
And Roxanne was born during Mercury retrograde. I can't even...
Oh, that's interesting.
Water. We have Trump now.
Okay.
Yeah, so we talked about that. We have... what other services on sale? The Past Life and Angels.
Yes, that's right. Past Life and Angels.
And then the next one we're going to put on special later on is my... What do I call it now? Intuitive readings. I've changed it so many times.
It's basically like a past life, present life reading, right, Vera?
Yeah.
Because it can cover information in this life as well as past lives. And then coming up in
I love spring too.
Yeah, me too. Lots of energy in spring.
A lot of April babies.
I know, huh? Okay. So, Vera?
Yes?
Are we ready for Marilyn Monroe?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. I got Taylor Swift first, but we'll start with Marilyn first.
Okay.
All right? And Marilyn has had, like, during a lot of her lifetimes, she's had issues with being overrun by men.
I'm not surprised given what she experienced, what she went through in this life.
Yeah. So it's, she's had that. And they've been, like, pretty normal lives, where she's either with a man that has all the money and she has to be, and during that time frame, like in the 1600s or 1500s, women had no power back then. Right. So she was always being controlled by men. Mm-hmm. And so her last life, I believe, was like in the 20s. So, well, her last life was before the 20s, but I think she died in the 20s.
Right, because,
Yeah, because I think she was born like in...
I think it was...
25 or 21?
I think, I'm not sure.
Okay, because...
Could be wrong.
It was, I don't think it was, maybe it was 21, I don't know. But she died pretty close. I mean, she died and then she came like revolving door right back in. Mm-hmm. And normally, that's just the way dark entities come in, like revolving, right? She's not dark in any way, shape, or form, soul-wise. But it was a very quick transition. I mean, it was, usually we give it at least a few years to, sometimes 100 years to get into another past life.
But you were right. Sometimes we come right back in.
Because this one is that life that she had as Marilyn Monroe is her last life. She's not coming back, until I guess the earth comes back. But it was kind of similar to the way she died as Marilyn. Because she was in movies, but I don't think she was really popular or anything. Oh God, but she was very beautiful. I mean, gorgeous, beautiful in that time frame. And that's where a lot of men kind of abused her and used her, and because she really wanted to make it. She really loved acting and was a student of it, but they just wanted her for the same kind of roles that she was doing in this lifetime as Marilyn, and in God, I can't even get a name. What name would it? I don't know. I can't get a name. But I know she was like involved with a guy that was, what was like America's Sweetheart back then in the 20s?
Oh.
It was like her family member or something.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know if she was like, she was married and then something happened. And also it was like she had children from a previous marriage, but I get that they both died, the kids.
Oh.
And not of illness or anything, it was accidents.
Oh, accidents.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why in this life she so desperately wanted children, but she still had that cell memory where she was afraid that they wouldn't make it. You know, you kind of have that, even though you don't consciously think about it, she had that fear that they wouldn't make it. They wouldn't live to a full life.
You know what strikes me is, if you mind if I say something?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were on a roll, but I just wanted to say, don't you find it interesting that her coming right back in like that, Vera, doesn't it seem like almost a continuation of that time? Like,
Yeah.
it's like she wanted to make it, and she didn't quite make it as an actress then.
Well, because she died so young. I think she was like in her 20s or something that she died, and it was I'm getting it. It was like the same way that she died in this life. It was like suicide, but she was with that lady's, I guess it was her brother or something, cousin, I don't know. Some man was with her, and he was involved in the movies, but behind the scenes, right? Okay. And this lady was so smart. And I know Marilyn, from what I understand, was smart in this life, but she played dumb.
Right. Those were the kind of roles.
Right, that she was popular for. But he killed her.
In the other life?
In that other life.
Because they were...
But it was deemed suicide because of the way it was. I think he poisoned her or something.
That happened to her in this life.
In this life, she committed suicide. Well, she took over drugs. I guess it was like drugs, but it was somebody did it.
Yeah, I mean...
It wasn't suicide. But it was deemed a suicide. And that's the same way she died in that other life. But this Marilyn life, she was going to turn it around by the way she wrote her chart. Like she was going to be popular and... wait a minute, I'm losing all these people. I'm not watching. Anyway, yeah, that's what I get. That she was... In that past life, she was murdered, and in current life, she was murdered. But it was deemed a suicide.
Wow.
So she had all this where she wasn't going to allow men to, take advantage of her. She was going to stand on her own 2 feet. And she did make it where she could stand on her own 2 feet. She had the finances, right?
Right.
But she still had that thing with being overrun by men. Or not overrun, I shouldn't say that. But she was never happy in the Marilyn life in terms of relationships. Because what she really wanted, she picked men that weren't good. I mean, Joe DiMaggio, I'm not saying they're bad men, but for her, it just didn't work.
Right.
Yeah, and, she wanted children so badly, and I don't know if one of them or all of them didn't want children or something, but yeah, so that's what...
This is really interesting, you guys, because with this story, and given her youth, because I didn't know that Marilyn was...
She died in 1925, I think, is what Lindsay is saying. She had a rough childhood.
I didn't know that Marilyn, in her youth, had been raped when she was 11 and went through all this sexual abuse as a child. And it's an interesting example for us, isn't it? How it shows why she charted that. That's what she wanted to really overcome so that she could get that.
Her lesson, somebody asked what was her lesson and what she needed to learn to stand up on her own 2 feet and not have to be provided for by a man. You know, that she could stand on her own 2 feet, but that she could, but she really still wanted a relationship that would, you know, love her for that.
Right.
And back then, it was, they felt less than because she was so popular, kind of thing. I mean, even Joe DiMaggio, look how popular he was.
Right.
And he couldn't handle her popularity. And that's why
Wow.
he couldn't make it. Because I think that thing was where she stood on that grill.
Oh,
and
right. In her skirt.
That did it for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he was jealous.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's
Oh, wow.
I hate when we don't get to see people what they're doing.
I know. Wow.
You know, everybody's picture should be frozen. I don't know why. So that's what I got from her.
I just think it's a perfect example of why we chart these things.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And she came right back in. I mean, if that
Right back
if
in
she
because
would've-
she really petitioned like, I can do this. I know I can do it. And
she died so
she
young.
did to a point.
Well, yeah. I mean, she did. She died so young in both lives. It's almost like the lifespan of one lifetime.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And I think, like, I don't even know if all of them or one of them wanted her to give up what she had, and she couldn't do it.
So she did do it. She learned her lesson.
Yeah.
I mean, she did.
And it still was sad, right, because she didn't have the love of her life,
Right.
who was Kennedy. I mean, she did love all the ones that she did marry, but, you know, like Joe DiMaggio, she loved, but he couldn't handle it. Arthur Miller, she loved for his mind because he was so intelligent, you know. But yeah, it was pretty much people that they were popular on their own,
Right.
and but they wanted her to. Because I'm not sure if she had a miscarriage.
Why does that sound familiar?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for Marilyn. So that's why she did that. And yeah, so there was a lot of underlying sadness, you know. And then to write all that stuff in that she had to go through too. So you know she's a strong soul. I mean, to go through all of that.
Yes. And I'm proud of her because of pointing all this out. She did do it. She never gave up her biggest dream,
Right.
which was to be an actress. So she kept that. She kept her popularity. She held on to that. That's a great lesson.
But she had another thing in this lifetime that she didn't have in that other lifetime, and that was addiction.
Oh.
And that wasn't where she was out like, oh, I'm looking for drugs. It was because the studio wanted her to be up. The studio wanted her to sleep. The studio didn't want her to gain weight. So
right.
it was that she was dealing with as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's like kind of understandable. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes there's things that are just almost not possible for us to put ourselves through.
Yeah, yeah. But,
Wow.
yeah, look at her now. Everybody still loves her.
Oh, thanks, Sammy.
What, when we look at in purple?
Yay. Okay, let me scroll down here so you can read. What do we got?
Yeah, I do too, Lindsay. I love Marilyn Monroe. There's just something
Yeah.
about her that's so vulnerable, you know? And I know a lot of the actors would say that, you know, she was so unprofessional because she was late and made them wait.
Right.
But that's towards the end when she was going downhill.
You know, the thing about her, too, that strikes me is her bright light that seems to shine, doesn't
Yeah.
it? When I look at her pictures, she just seems to shine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's almost, I know that she was a sex symbol, but like you just said, the vulnerability, there's almost an innocence about her. I know that sounds
Yeah.
like a dichotomy.
But it was, and that's what was so attractive,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay, let's go down here.
She repeated the same death.
Lindsay was saying she had miscarriages.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought there was children.
Okay.
Oh, she was born in 25, so that other lady, man, that was quick. That was like, what, 5 years? Give or take?
Right, yeah. See, you knew. You
No.
were right. You were right, 1925, you were right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she was a female. I don't know. I've never heard that she was a male.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
I've never heard that either.
Yeah. No, gosh. Yeah. I don't think so.
She was very feminine.
Yeah. And Some Like It Hot, Lindsay, was the one that the actors kept complaining about her, like Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon, because she was always late. She would make them wait hours and hours.
I had heard too that she also had an insecurity
Very.
about performance anxiety.
Because she was done playing the dumb blonde. She wanted to do something more significant, and you know, it just didn't happen. Yeah.
So Vera, tell us about Taylor. What about Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift, what I got, that she was in, when was it? Is it in the 1600s or? I'm so bad with dates.
Me too.
God, I wish I would have studied better in school.
That's okay. We can all visualize what you're
I
saying.
have 1800s-ish Taylor Swift, so I'm maybe getting confused with her, but I got that she was like a composer. In
wow, really?
Yeah, during that time, 1800s, and then she was very sickly.
Really?
Yeah, she was very sickly. She was in bed a lot. You know, she was in bed a huge portion of her life or something, and then she was very bitter.
Oh.
I got like she was real, bitter about her lot in life, and she didn't have a husband or men who didn't want a lady that was sick, right?
Right.
So somebody came into her life and asked her about Christianity, because I don't think she had any kind of religious beliefs or anything before that, and I think she even maybe told him get lost or whatever. But then she started composing. She started writing poems.
Really?
Poems, and then it started going into where she was making them into music.
Wow.
So that she could sing it.
Was it based on religious ideas?
Yeah, it seemed like I put gospel type.
Really?
Gospel type music. She was sickly. Yeah, somebody told her about Jesus, and then it's almost like she said, well, I'm going to give Jesus a chance. Kind of like, well, let me see how this feels. And that's when she started writing poems.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know that she was ever really that popular, but maybe in the area that she was in, she was popular because of the music that she wrote. But it's almost like she was popular for one good one.
Right. Right.
So I don't know what it is, but yeah. Yeah. She was in great pain, but she worked through it. But then in this lifetime, she gave herself a healthy body, and then she was able to do more with her composing and that kind of stuff. So I think in this lifetime, she really turned it around, and look at where she is today.
Yeah, isn't that excellent? It's like we can see the possibilities that we can reach.
Because I can see her in bed, and then now in that past life, and then now she's dancing and doing all this stuff. So yeah, that's all I got from her. That was
wow.
Yeah.
And she writes her own songs too, right?
Yes, yeah. I believe so.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I don't really know that much about Taylor Swift.
Yeah, me neither. Not really.
But she sings songs. They have a hard time liking who?
Oh, Lindsay's asking too if Taylor was a female in that life.
Yes. In that
1800-ish.
1800 whatever, yeah.
Got it. We're just reading, you guys.
Something about trannies?
We're reading your...
I don't know what they're talking about with trannies.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's what they're saying about Taylor Swift, or I'm not sure. My energy has a hard time liking her. I don't know who that is. Maybe Taylor Swift? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, she seems so phony? Maybe.
I don't really follow her. I
don't know that much about her.
There's a little girl I talk to that is really up on music. and she said that Taylor's music to her seems a little bit more bitter as of late, which is interesting because when you said in the other life she was feeling bitter. But this might be different phases that she's working through that carry over, so maybe in different ways. I don't know.
Yeah.
But from what you're saying, you know. But yeah, she said her music's been a little bitter lately. But anyways, yeah.
Taylor wrote that popular song, Rihanna song, called "This Is What You Came Here For."
I don't know that one.
Who's Mary 40? I don't know. I'm lost. But anyway, that's what I got from Taylor Swift.
Okay.
For that past life that was significant in this lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because she's kind of turned it around, I guess. And I don't know. I don't know if she's, you know, gotten fame, gotten to her head. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Could?
Yeah. That's true. We don't know.
Yeah. But there's a core within Taylor Swift that is very loyal to people that were around her before. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. That's it. I don't know.
Okay. Well, loyalty's always good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's pretty tough, like, with all the female singers and male singers and all that competition and, you know, the music business and how cutthroat it is and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, I don't know, but Taylor Swift, from what I'm getting, is started off with a good heart.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened now, but
Oh, well, when my little friend who told me about her music, the way I took it was that maybe that it wasn't coming from a bitter, like I felt like it was coming from a place of working through maybe relationships or something like that. You know how, like, okay, in arts, whatever we're going through in our life, we'll create to express it. Especially with music, have you noticed when people are going through things, you know, like, or with art, they go through the blue phase.
yeah, that's
it's
true.
It's not like that means that person is bitter by nature. I think it's just, you know,
Different
situations
phases
they're
in their
going
life,
through. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly is what I meant.
Now you can't hear us? What the heck? Do we want to start over?
Oh no! Oh
Do
no!
you ladies not watch YouTube? I really kind of don't.
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't know about that. I mean, the tranny part, whatever. I mean, if she was a tranny, then she did a good job. I guess they're still talking about Marilyn Monroe. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they can hear
But
us.
transvestigations, yeah, I don't know about that,
Okay.
Lori.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
just,
either.
you know, just picking up what I got about them. So, oh, good. Some people can't hear us, though, I guess.
Okay, well, for those of you that can,
Yeah. What were we supposed to watch on YouTube that we don't watch? I guess music or something?
maybe Taylor Swift's videos or something.
Oh,
maybe
I don't.
custom to her music or something.
Oh, yeah, no, I
But-
don't want to.
Anyways, well, it has been almost 30 minutes.
No way.
It's 28 minutes,
Oh my
pretty
gosh.
close. And
Yeah, and
There was
didn't you
some-
want to talk about something real quick or something?
no, I think I'll save it till next time because it's almost 30 minutes already. And then what we'll do next time, you guys, we have a few questions and comments and things from YouTube that we might want to
Oh,
get
like
to
the birthmarks.
We have
and-
some
yeah.
birthmark questions. We have a twin soul question.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, that was going to be,
And then,
yeah.
the asthma thing I wanted to tell them about, we can do that next week.
Okay, cool.
All right, you guys, we are hoping that next week we'll be close to Vera's tower. There
Yes.
won't be a podcast. We'll be
Yes.
able to, yeah.
Exactly.
But we love you guys, and thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you in a week. Have a great week and weekend.
You guys have a great time, and we love you very much. And Taylor will find true love and be happy in a few years. Not yet.
Good.
She's having too much fun.
She's got more things to do.
Exactly.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody.
Bye.
Love you all.